A legendary high school band director hanging up the baton after 3 decades at a Utah County school. It was 1986 when John Miller took over as American Fork High School's band director and turned it into a championship machine. Tonight, we take you inside the story of this amazing music man. Dan Rascon joins us live. And Dan, this guy will definitely be missed.
He sure will, Mark. You know, all you have to do is mention the American Fork High School band, and people think of championship trophies and Rose Bowl and Macy Day parade appearances. So how do you replace a director like that? Miller says simple. The keys to success is not so much in the music, but in the love for the kids. 9 o'clock in the morning at American Fork High, the beginning of band class. They may look and sound like your typical high school band, but all you have to do is look around the room and you quickly realize this is a championship band.
To be a part of this band is huge.
1 and 2 and da.
And the man
Don't drag.
directing it all,
Give me more juice.
64-year-old John Miller,
And 1.
AF's music man. Miller has been at the helm for 30 years.
It's something I never expected to do in my life, but it's been a powerful experience.
Now, after 3 decades as a caveman, he's hanging up the baton on graduation day.
And that's it. I'll come back and be gone.
Something he realizes
Mixed feelings. It'll be hard to walk out and shut the door. But it's time.
back in the 70s, Miller's love of music landed him in a rock and roll band called Pacific Cross. He was just months away from graduating at Idaho State University when he dropped out.
A band came through town, needed a trumpet player. Went to the rehearsal and I just said, wow, this is what I want to do.
But after 4 years on the road, Miller decided to call it quits.
It was a horrible lifestyle. And at some point I woke up and said, I'm tired of waking up in a different town every day.
He would spend 10 years as a music director in Idaho before coming to American Fork in 1986. In 1990, that's when American Fork High took over as a top band in the state. Year after year, American Fork has been on top, winning just about every state championship since the 90s. They've also played in 2 Rose Bowls.
Well, this is in front of the Macy's parade.
And performed twice at the Macy's Day Parade in New York City.
Oh, it's powerful. It's, you know, very few bands in America get to really do that.
So what does it take to be #1?
The key to success is simple. You just got to love the kids. And I've always never thought I was the smartest guy on the planet, but I think I'm creative and I think I work very, very hard. And I try to surround myself with amazing people.
But along the way, there's also been heartache. In 2009, the band was in a horrific bus crash, and the assistant band director, Heather Christensen, was killed.
The tragedy and trauma and drama of that night was something I'll never want to live through again in my life.
In honor of Heather, the band continued to play.
Tune as fast as you can. Get those ears on.
Now, 7 years later, it's difficult to see their director go.
It's really sad.
It's amazing to be with Mr. Miller.
And he's really helped create what it means to be in the American Fork Band.
And that's why the name John Miller will always live on here at American Fork High.
You know, loved every minute of it.
Quite a legacy there. Well, Miller's last performance is expected to be on graduation day. After that, he says he and his wife will take June and July off and go travel the state in a motorhome. He says his retirement will be probably short-lived, though, because he's already getting requests from all over the country here as far as consulting, judging, and clinics. Well, for more information on this story and other Inside the Stories, go to our website, KUTV.com, click on Inside the